Previously on the forest. Time to start the prison. So what we have to do is lay out the framework for the wall sections. Cut down the logs. We're gonna have a door, that's for sure. Alright, so yes, I understand I'm in a very spooky part. Alright, so this will be the entrance. Now it's time to build basic walls. Alright, now we're gonna turn. Get out of my way, tree. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the cabin, which needs to be named. We will name it that. We will name it that. We will not name the cabin that. We will name this cabin this episode. No that's are needed. Herpaderpador, how you doing? Well, let me pull out my axe in case the others sneak up on us. Speaking of the others, how do you guys like that new intro? I kind of like it, but of course I would, because I did it, right? Alright, so we're gonna... This door, huh? Pretty glitchy. We're gonna look... We gotta look at the cabin while we're talking about the names that were suggested. We'll give you a nice scenic thing, because I wrote them all out. Alright, a lot of them. So a great number of suggestions were made on the cabin's name. Barontastic Super Cabin, Baron Von Woodcutter, Casa del Tatas, that was pretty good, Glitchier Berry Cabin, Bunny Rabbit, that is not a name, that's ADD. Do we have food? Yeah, we have food. Alright, so the Glitchier Berry Cabin, because of the glitchy bush that I chopped at the beginning of this episode, and I chop whenever it's there. Oh my gosh, the bunnies. We cannot be distracted. Baron Bear, BaronVonGamez, The Sanctuary, Fun Cabin, Fort Camaram, Cabina, which is Russian for cabin. How you like that? Learn something new every day. Frankfurt or Steve was suggested. Fort Fire Hazard, because, let's be honest, it kind of is. Camp Fingerbang was a suggestion. Fort O Tits, Lasagna Lodge, Gandalf's Crib, Stuga, which I believe is Swedish for cabin, Grimsdale, Lodge Kilimanjaro, Fort Halo, Paul Bunyan's Cabin, Stalin's Resort and Spa, Fort Lonesome. It truly is lonesome. Those were a number of suggestions, but given that I just came back from the Bahamas and our last place was Fort Wilderness on the Floridian Peninsula, and we had a Key West island, this one kind of hit home. Camp Bahamas. I think we're going to call this Camp Bahamas. However, or rather, in addition, there were so many suggestions for tits-related things that we're going to call this prison Tits Prison. Because it's for the others, and the others, the females, are just running around with no regard to their modesty. And I don't call them cannibals because, and there was a few comments about it. Why do I not call them cannibals? Because they're found eating, actually, now that I think about it, it was a very compelling argument the person made, that cannibals isn't necessarily, oh, we need food. Stat. Where did he come from? Holy monkeys! Holy monkeys. Alright. Get Shrek! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's the bush. I thought my cabin was burning. Now, we're gonna go hunting. So, Camp Bahamas it is. Now, where's the food? There's a rabbit. Alright, perfect. So we're going to start a little bit of cooking. Oh, we actually had a lizard. I got confused for a second. That happens a lot. But we've got Tits Prison. Can't... Stop it. Stop it, you. What do I say? That's rude in front of our guests. You just don't care. Just like them titty ladies running around with all that, hanging out. Crazies. But back to the discussion at hand was, you know, are they... ADD, I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There was like rabbit furs for a second. I thought. Did you guys see that? Anyone else see that? Was it just me? Am I making it up? Is it my imagination? So it doesn't really matter where we start putting them, but I got a little OCD here. Gotta do it in an orderly fashion. Cannibals. Yes. ADD at its finest. Cannibals. A cannibal, someone said, was any creature that eats its own kind, right? I think that's a rather compelling argument. But they also eat humans. So I was thinking about them like I don't want to call them cannibals because they eat humans. And a cannibal does imply you eat your own species. Compelling argument. So therefore, but I don't want to call them cannibals just because they look humanoid and eat humans. That doesn't mean they're humans, especially if they're birthed from that spider queen. Shelob is what I would nickname her, just because I'm a Lord of the Rings nerd and how you like them in now. That being said, the fort is coming along. This creepy music is happening all up in this. There's those really... You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. I'm good at counting. They're all up in my village. In my village. It's not a village, it's a cabin. Camp Bahamas. They're all up in Camp Bahamas. They're illegal immigrants to the Bahamas, Americans trying to live the tropical life. Hoi, 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 hee. Don't you love it? Tree falls down. They don't notice. Don't notice me. Good, good, good. Alright, so... Don't mind me here. I'm just chopping down the trees. Alright. But yeah, so Tits prison is coming along rather well. If you guys want to know, like, I say tits in a lot of my videos. I was actually thinking it'd be funny to do a montage of every time I said it. That'd take a lot of time, you know, to timestamp in every episode when I did it. But if someone ever did it for me, I would give a huge shout out and I'd make a funny montage. And I might just do it anyway. These berries, look, those are the good ones. And then I get poisoned. I lose armor from eating them. So they're not the good berries. People were like, hey man, eat the berries. I'm like, I can't eat the berries, they're poisonous. Alright. Tits prison. Hopefully we'll catch some of the tits, which is what we also call the female others. For obvious reasons. Chopping down lots of trees. Chopping down all them trees. We gotta get all them trees. Is this an effective way to chop down a tree? No, but this could be. Aha. I want to equip this. Someone said this was faster. Other people said that they counted the strokes and they were about the same amount of... See another other. Another other. An other other. A little redundant. Off in the background there. Said this was faster than I think in theory it's supposed to be, but... You can't... Oh, look at that! Hey. I did block with it, now I'm unable to block with it. That guy's just walking around my camp like it's something to do. They clearly have no respect for their village, which I also have no respect for, because I'm building a prison around it. And then we're gonna build like guard towers and all that fun stuff. I think after we build the prison, we'll go to the short bridge, and then after the short bridge, we'll go back to the prison. We're gonna alternate stuff, so it's not, you know, the same kind of structure or same goal. It's funny. This does not seem like it would chop down a tree very well. It does seem like it'd be a great weapon Native Americans would use clubs, and like they're not as menacing looking. But if you think about it, this big blunt object would be incredibly effective at cracking bones. You mad? Oh my God, they're mad! Oh, the noises they make! Oh, double shot! Double kill! Yeah, I played Halo. Come on now. Wait, what? Look at him! Hello, friend. Welcome to dinner! Come back here! Oh God, he's running. Wind? Oh, we definitely didn't get that. We got a little too cocky and he escaped. Oh, he's coming back. And we started force fires. Only I can prevent or start force fires. There we go. I counted for the win. I look really cool now. Good job, knucklehead. Knucklehead. And we've got the Titanic other now. Getting cut in the face. Ooh, that was a one hit. Ugh, gruesome. Those body parts, man. This game is forcing me to become a savage. It's almost like it's a psychological experiment. Someone, some sick billionaire some way, was like, you know what, I have a great idea. I'm gonna create a mutant spider lady who's gonna birth others, as Baron calls them, because we're gonna factor Baron into this story somehow. And I'm gonna put this mutant spider lady to start birthing these crazy people. People? Or whatever they are. Then I'm gonna crash in a plane on it. There's only gonna be one survivor. Unless you count Baronius, the sun. Where are those logs at? There they are. And then I'm gonna force them to become like the savages they're fighting. Because like look, we have to put effigies up. That's like a movie storyline right there. Very outlandish, but hey man, someone would see it. I'd see it. That's gotta count for something. Birdies, get off my lawn. That's not your lawn, that's a fucking wall. You're right. Birds, man. Coarse language. Whew. Very, very just coarse. We're gonna have to hunt soon. So I think at some point we're gonna want to adventure and get the rusty axe out of the caves. Probably do that in between this prison wall and the bridge. And then after the bridge, I'm thinking we may go back to the prison unless something presents itself or my ADD gets away with me, as it normally does. Alright, so we're definitely gonna have to eat after this tree's logs are done. There's 2, so only 4 this time. Yep, only 4. We'll be 1 shy of this wall section. But we're making pretty dang good progress. I'm very happy with it. We're gonna cook. For a second, that effigy with the hands looked like an upside down other. And it is glitchy, so you never know. Get off my porch! Alright. So we're cooking it up. So in a previous episode I was asking what kind of survival type games you guys are looking for. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback, or as much as I would on that topic. I got a ton of feedback, which is always fun. Yeah. Just cook me bunny. Cook me a bunny rabbit. Alright, we're good to go. We are good to go. Let's get back on it. Let's do it. Ride it. My pony. Yeah, that's some random sing talk. Is that what you'd call it when someone like talks songs? I don't know. But H1Z1. Come on, man, chop that tree down. BaronVonLumberjacking. Sounded strangely awkward. But you know. Big old tree, chopping it down. I'm gonna be pretty satisfied with this prison, man. A locked up village. See, I don't want to wipe them out. I would rather contain them, observe their ways, and maybe give them stock. Whoa! Gravity. It's a crazy thing. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, that one, like, that glitches it out. Did it disappear? I feel like I've noticed that. Where, oh, we kind of we didn't OCD that one, that's for sure. Where you have 2 logs in your inventory, or in your... Oh god, I heard that. Holy tits! Oh my god. Alright, lady. I mean, you fight them for days. And you even can right click and block, you even have a flare gun, and they still just surprise you. Like, I have chills on the back of my neck, the nape of my neck, if you will, and I will. Which tree? I don't even remember which tree I was chopping down. Oh my god, that was pretty freaky. I just heard, were they? I think I was facing this way, and then I just heard like running in the brush, and that freaked me out. And this tree is in a derp spot. What is that? Oh, it's a stick I can pick up. Timber! Those jump scares, man. I'll tell you what. This game is freaky, man. Survival horror at its best. Or worst. Ugh. Every time I do that laugh, I think of like the guy on Sesame Street who like is a vampire and counts, and that somehow makes me think of Count Chocula, the cereal guy. Because they're pretty similar, am I right? I mean, it's been a while since I watched it, like at least yesterday. You know, Sesame Street, that is. Where is this log at, bruh? Did I lose it? Dang. Yeah, Royal was telling me that logs are impossible to find almost when they're in the water. Like, it's not glowing. Thought I heard something. Something in the forest. The others, they're coming. They want to eat me so that they can produce mutant babies. And, I don't know, hang up people from an airline crash in their caves. And worship the sun. And build effigies of body parts. I mean, this is a crazy place. Am I hearing things? Oh, this is unfortunate. I'm losing a lot of logs. We're gonna find them. I believe it. I believe that we will win. Unless it's Belgium. Sad face. Oh, I see that one. I see a lot more now. Oh, check that out. That worked. But where'd that other one disappear to? That one, it worked out though. It definitely did. Prison. Yeah, so this little hill. That's a big thing when you're building a base, is to keep in mind the terrain, the elevation. Because sometimes you can definitely plan ahead and use hills to your advantage. Other times, hills are detrimental in how they're situated. And you can lose logs to the dark, murky waters of... What would you call this main island, like the whole thing we're on? Because it's not all forest. I mean, it's going to sound kind of funny, but I wouldn't call this game the forest. Just because it seems like there's a lot more going on than just forest. Call me a little Mr. Obvious. Those Captain Obvious commercials are great. I don't need it right now. It is getting dark. Like, look how spooky this place is, man. Barring those those graphical little indications of my camps I set up on my quest at the very beginning once this new patch came out. It's so hard to see. I can barely see the tree, man. The lighting is crazy. Speaking of which, yep. Look at this in the light. This looks like the Stomping Lands night cycle. It's so dark. Thank goodness for flashing stuff, or it'd be... Is that a lock? That is a lock. It is. It's just terrible, man. And by terrible, I mean scary. It definitely adds to the atmosphere of the game. If you're playing this, like, this is a very vulnerable time of the day, dusk and dawn, like that transition between light and dark. Very difficult to see. They also say, if you're a new driver, that is also the most difficult time to see on the road. So maybe these guys just ace driver's ed, and that was part of the process of building the game. Alright, prison. We're gonna speed this up. Prison will be done. And I'll let you know if anything awesome happens. Holy crap! I saw an arm hiding behind that. That was pretty freaky. Oh man. Alright, bud. Time to rumble in the jungle. Oh! Oh gosh. Two's company, but three's a party, and that is not a party I would like to be a party to. Pya! Pya! Air jump, 360 no scope. Not a very good 360 no scopes, I know. How you like me now, others? Back to building. Ambush! Huh! Huh! You can't escape me. Ha 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 ha. Flare gun, son. I said, oh, how you like me now? How you like me now? That's right, it's time to die. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. We're surrounded. Oh my god, I thought I shot you already. What is happening? What is happening? What is that? What is he doing? He's not dying. Oh my god. Oh my god, press inventory. He doesn't die. You what, mate? You what? What are you doing? Look at him, he just keeps jumping right into my axe. You know what? Screw this. Where are you at? Oh yeah, big old club to the head, man. I really wish that would knock him out in one hit. Alright, now we run away because we don't want... Oh my god! Exploding glitches. Overkill? Or just enough? What is happening? Okay. If I go this way, he's still gonna follow me? I don't even know right now. Alright. We gotta get back to work. We are 6 logs short. I'm just gonna skip that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we finished Tits prison, and we have our first prisoner who's glitching out on me here. So we're gonna have to execute him. I mean, I'm not that kind of warden. I don't believe in... Oh my god. See, if he glitched out, I'm just gonna leave him there. I'm not big on executions at my prison, but sometimes it's just gotta happen. They're everywhere. We're gonna run to the cabin, we're gonna save, and that's gonna be it for this episode. Headed to Camp Bahamas. Tits prison is completed. I thank y'all for watching. Make sure to give this video some love, like it, share it, favorite it. It really helps me out a lot. These guys are everywhere outside. As always, I thank y'all for watching. My name is Baron, and that will wrap it up here at Camp Bahamas. And we're right outside Tits prison. It's like a treadmill. I didn't know that a bush in a stump would craft a treadmill, but you learn something new every day. My name is Baron, signing out.
Next time on Baron Plays the Forest.
This axe we have here is wimpy. What? Oh, come on. We need to find a new one. What is this? Could this be a cave entrance? Aha! Perfect. Now my frames just totally went to crap. Guys, this is what we're looking for. Oh my gosh, I thought those were bats for a second.